Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Jessica, welcoming you back for another wonderful yoga practice. This is a morning yoga flow, but you can use it, of course, anytime throughout your day. We're going to be working with really light yoga dance. So there will be really low intensity, low impact cardio to get that body energized, ready to tackle the day or get over any energy slump you may be having in the middle or end of it. We're also going to be working to really open up and stretch those muscles gently and working to improve and loosen up stiff or tight joints. So really big focus today on mobility, stretching, and like I said, that light little bit of energizing cardio. This is going to be a seated to a standing yoga practice. If today seated is the best variation for your body, you will just end your practice here today before we move on to those standing variations. We will use the chair as we work with our standing poses to still help us fill in space, nothing on or off the floor, and to help support us in our balance, but really just getting that body open in some of those standing positions, working with balance here. So we are getting ready in a seated position here. First, grab your chair. It is the only thing that you need for today. We're going to get started right now. We are here seated together, joining in, and I want you to roll the shoulders up and back. And because this is the start to your day, or you might be hitting a little bit of a slump in your energy in your later morning, middle day, afternoon, or evening, we're just going to meet the body where it's at, starting really slow here. So shoulders up and back. And then shimmy one shoulder forward, one shoulder back. So instead of coming up and around, forward and back. And you might feel a little bit of back opening there, working very gently with that spine. Bring it back. After you've evened out this set to the center, roll the neck side to side here. Instead of fighting your body here, let it soften and relax, and then we will gently work to increase your energy, but it's okay to give in and have a quiet few moments here rather than forcing yourself into something that the body might not be prepared for. Even out your sets here. Like I said, if you're feeling a little tired or you're starting off a little groggy, give your body what it needs here, just those few quiet breaths. And if you're kind of ready to go, that's okay. Just be patient here. Think about an intention. Think about honoring your body through today's practice. Breathe and relax. 2 deep, slow breath cycles here. Next, inhale, open your eyes up. Soft fist with the left hand. Right hand is going to close gently over top. And you're just keeping this ball shape here. You're guiding the left wrist with the right hand. So this wrist isn't working. It's fully relaxed. This arm hopefully can fully relax. And please stay out of anything here today that just feels too big, too uncomfortable, too awkward, and especially too painful. Slower, smaller movements, or substitute in a completely different movement. Reverse that wrist circle here. Take them out, shake them out, maybe wiggle the fingers, and let's take it to the other side. Soft fist with the right hand. Left hand is going to be doing the guiding into the movement, and this side may be completely different. So nice and easy here, side to side, all the way around. Beautiful job. Reverse this here. And then again, go ahead, stretch, wiggle the fingers. Let's send them down to the sides. You're going to spread the fingers apart, open them out, and like you were pushing up off of a bed, a bench, or a chair, you're pressing those hands down, lifting the rib cage. You're not pushing forward, you're just coming really tall, feeling that whole entire spine from the top of the head to the tailbone. Lengthen up, and then we're gonna swish side to side here. Fingertips are still stretching, palms are towards the floor. And we're gonna increase this movement just a bit here. Release a bit of that press and then bring the wrists up. And think about floating those arms up and down. Great job here. Just loosening up the body. Feel a little bit of core work coming in. Even out these sets, and then hold it here to the center. Reach those arms up, bring them down. Left arm to the right. It's okay if you missed that. That was a quick transition. We're gonna be working here for a minute. Inhale up. Right arm this time reaches to the left. Both arms up overhead, lengthening. Left wraps around. Just alternating those arms here. Nothing complicated here today. Like I said, we're just allowing this body to stretch and open. Our moves will be a little bit repetitive because we will start with them. And as we go through a few repetitions of them, you should feel that body being able to stretch open just a little bit more each repetition. And if it doesn't happen, we're not gonna force it. Great job here. Last one. Let's drop that right arm, take this left arm up overhead and switch. Stay relaxed through the neck and the shoulders. You can widen out your feet if you feel like you need a wider base for a little more grounding. One more set here. Great job warming up those core muscles. Beautiful work. Take both those arms up overhead. We're going to be working with the left hand here, so you can tuck that right down to the side. Cross it over. Inhale, open. Exhale to cross. Inhale to open. Hopefully things are getting a little bit warm in here. Keep this through the upper body and the back. We will get into those hips next. Stretch the chest, stretch the spine. Last one here, drop that left hand down to the side. Let's take this right arm up, over to the left, and open. Again, open up that shoulder and chest muscles, open up this spine mobility. You're only as young as your spine feels, one of my favorite yoga quotes. Oh, there is the sunshine again. Great job here. Keep working with this. And then open those arms out. Tuck this right leg up. Gentle hug in. Set it down. And then with the left. Let's go 2 more times each leg. So 2 more complete sets. You can be wide or you can narrow them back in. Little bit of that bottom spine, pelvis and hips. Set that down, hands go to the thighs. We're gonna take 5 spine circles, rotating to the right first, so heart comes forward. Feel a hip stretch here, light and gentle. Bring it around. You have one more here, and we are going to switch directions. Sweep it around to the left for 5. Beautiful job here. Hold it here to the center. Peel those shoulders back. Airplane arms here, wrap it to the front, reach and open. You can get a little heel stretch in here if you would like, front of the ankle, and then lift. Totally optional, of course. Really moving through those core muscles, shoulders and arms. Take it back, airplane arms here. Hold, and then let's bring them to the front. Hands slide to the inside of the thighs. You can stay to the hands, lower to the forearms. Wiggle those hips. Now, I would like for you to have a little bit of space to move here because we are going to slightly drop to one side. So if you're here on the forearms and you're like, oh, I definitely can't go any lower, come back up to the hands. Just back off a little bit here. So you have space to drop the left, pull it back up, drop the right. So a small rotation of the spine and the shoulder over to the opposite side of the hand you are lowering. Feeling a little bit of deep hip stretching here, but hopefully, like I said, nothing really aggressive. Your body will open up all on its own. You don't need to force anything. Take one more set here. All right, to bring it up and in, step those legs back in. Let's go ahead here. We're gonna work on a little bit of leg strength. So we are going to scoop this leg out, point the toes, and then pull the knee in. Flex the toes, scoop, point as you come out, pulling in, and then toes come up. Great job here. So moving the ankle, moving the knee, moving the hip, little bit of core work here. We're gonna reverse this. So this leg is working. Hold it here to the center. Draw this knee up. You can hold it from the front or underneath. We're gonna take some ankle circles here. Let's go 5 one direction. It does not matter which. Gotta get those feet and ankles feeling good for today too. Roll it around the other way. 4, 5. Great job. Okay, so now we're going to drop the leg, point the toe, flex at the top. Moving the ankle here. 2 more. That thigh should be feeling it. Like I said, a little bit of gentle work here today. Great job. Go ahead, set that one down. Let's cross ourselves over, taking just a brief twist here to check in with those back muscles. We'll bring it back to the front. Let's go ahead and take the other side here. So we're gonna go ahead, point the toe, take it out, flex at the bottom. Try to stretch through the back of the ankle if you can. No forcing anything though. If it's not tight, it's not tight. Don't work so big that you're forcing yourself to find a stretch if this is just an open area of the body here today. 1 more. And we will hug this up and in either from the front or underneath. 5 ankle circles, one direction. Pick your favorite way to go first. And then we'll reverse it around the other way for 5. Great job. Okay, reversing those circles here. Point the toe as you come, point the toe, and then we are going to flex at the top. So we're gonna go ahead, scoop the opposite. Why is my brain not working here? So here we go, point, scoop, a flex at the top. There we go. So sorry, instructor, brain malfunction in there. And I like to not edit those out. I know that it gives you a little bit of a rough copy sometimes, but I think it's important for you guys to see that sometimes the brain is like, do this, and the body, just for whatever reason, the communication link has a little bit of a breakdown. Go ahead and set that down here. Lean yourself back in the chair. And we are going to windshield wiper those hips. We'll check in with the back with our twist to the other side. in just a second. Windshield wiper here. Set those feet down, slide those hips back, and then go ahead, twist right arm over to the left. Now, if this was all you had time for, you've had a really great full body opening, a little bit of light cardio, light work for pretty much all of the muscles. We got a majority of the joints moving. We are going to transition, bring yourself back here to the center, to standing yoga poses. If that is not a good fit for you, you can stay with us and modify them in a seated position. You can stop this video where we are at and just take a few quiet breaths for yourselves here. Try to cultivate some positive energy for the rest of the day. If you're ready to move on with us, go ahead and bring yourself up to the right side of the chair. We're gonna plant through that left leg. Right away, we're gonna come into a nice, strong tree pose. So this left hip is going to push forward, squeezing through the back of this leg. Right toes slide up. You're right underneath the knee. Knee forward, knee out. And if you would like to cross those toes a little bit behind the calf to help you open up, that's okay. Your chair is here for balance. Last one here. Set those right toes to the front. So you're just gonna take that little step forward and then step back with the left. My feet are just a little bit longer spaced than the legs of my chair, but you can adjust depending on what you need. I'm gonna bend my back knee forward and press it back. So I'm gonna give you a sideways view. You can stay where you are, forward and back. If this is painful, skip it. Shorten up the movement. I can feel the back of my ankle moving and stretching. Little bit of knee mobility here, but not everything is a good fit for every body. So you can always just push up into a heel lift. We have one more here. Take it back. Okay. Send those hips back. Lean yourself forward and down. Roll the spine up. Soft bend stays in both knees. Hand can come to the back of the chair. Dive yourself forward. Roll yourself up. A little bit of balance here. If mobility is pretty good, you can take the hand to the seat. Driving the heart forward. Watch out for that low back. Not too much dropping through there. One more here. I know those legs are working. Great job. Hold. Roll it on up. Slide that right foot back. Now, hopefully you have some space behind the chair that you can move it. We are going to turn those toes out and come to warrior footing here. Left leg to the back. Soft bend in this knee, but you do not have to lower down a whole bunch. Right fingertips to the chair. Extended side angle here. Open up. One more here. Pull the hips back, stretch through that front leg, send them forward. Soft bend, staying in both knees. Last one here. We'll turn those toes forward at the right foot and go ahead, step to the left side of your chair. Planting nice and strong through that right foot. Draw the left leg up. Again, toes can wrap behind the calf. They can stay into the side, but you want to make sure as you open out, you are not pushing on that sensitive knee joint. Go ahead here, knee forward and open. Stretching that front of the hip, hip flexor there, really tight fussy area. And it has a lot to do with how that low back feels. Final one here. Step that foot forward. We're going to again plant through that foot, and you have the option to send that right foot back. If your spacing didn't quite work out, just make adjustments here. We've got a second. And then we're going to pull the hips back, soft bend stays in the knees. Roll that heart forward, really arch the spine as you come up. Try to get both toes pointing towards 12 o'clock, but again, adjustments and modifications are okay. Final one here. Roll it on up. And we'll go ahead, step that left leg back. It could be one giant step or maybe a few, that's okay. Find warrior footing here. Left toes forward, right foot slightly turned in, left fingertips to the chair. Soft bend. You can come down low if you would like that extra work, but you do not have to. Extended side angle here, 4, 5, and open. Think about the upper body here. Little bit of core. Final one. Both hands to the chair, send those hips back, and we'll lean it forward, dropping into that right front leg and softening up. You can straighten that leg a little bit, hips are pulling back. And as always, soft bend through both knees, do not lock them out. Nice stretch through here, and that front of the left leg, 2 more. Great job there. Step the right leg through to the left side. If you need to move a little bit of space here for yourself, that's okay. What better way to open up the body than cat and cow? So take those hands to the seat of your chair, step those feet back, find your stacking. So shoulders over elbows and wrists, same for the hips, over knees and ankles. And then pedal the feet here. One more time. Great job. Shimmy the hips and the shoulders here, either towards each other or away. Watch out for the back of your chair. Pull back. Send it back forward, and let's take 3 cat and cow cycles here. If cow, dropping the belly and rolling the hips up is uncomfortable in the low back, go ahead and skip that. Just hold a neutral spine. And on those exhales, you will take your big cat back here. One more of each, or just that cat. And then we will step it on forward, ending where we began. It always makes me feel like we had a really complete flow. Shake out those wrists. Hold those hands to the heart. Drop them down. Drop the head. Slide the chin back. Think about lengthening and stacking through the neck. You may feel a light stretch through the sides of the shoulders there. Two more of those really slow, deep breath cycles here. On your next inhale, open it up. Reach those arms up overhead. You can interlace those fingers. Open them out, just like waking up side to side here. Take it to the front, shake everything out, kind of blinking the eyes open, hopefully feeling stretched out, really nice and mobile through the joints, and just a little bit more energized through that gentle movement. Take a good deep breath in, kind of scrunch the body up, and then exhale. You are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga practice. I hope it was a great start to your day or a great breakup in your day somewhere where you might have been feeling a little energy slump, or maybe you just needed some really great movement. Either way, I'm so glad that you joined me here today. Thank you for that. Thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, click that button so you can meet me back here for the next amazing work. Namaste, everybody. I will see you guys again very soon. Keep taking good care of yourselves. And as always, thank you for watching.